Hey, Charles here with Rocky Mountain, and today I'm going to be showing you how to change your air filter on your late model Polaris Ranger 1000. Now you want to be replacing this at least every 1,000 miles or 1 year, but if you're in dusty conditions, I'd be doing this more often. If you're riding all the time, you might want to check this as soon as once a month, but you can check your manual for your intervals. That said, this is real simple to do. Let's get started. To get this done, we have our new air filter. This one's from All Balls, but we've got several options on our website, including the OEM filters. I have a little bit of grease and contact cleaner. You don't have to have those items, but I recommend them. Then we have safety glasses, rubber gloves, and some rags. At the back of the machine, first thing we need to do is raise the cargo bed. So with the cargo bed up on the driver's side of the machine, right here, you're gonna have your air box. Now this is gonna look a little different from machine to machine. So we are working on a 2024 Polaris Ranger XP 1000. And any of these XPs, most of them, they're gonna have this flat cover on the side, and you're gonna have 3 to 5 clips to pull the cover off. Some of the regular Rangers that are not XP models, they're gonna have a round cover that's gonna be facing outside on that driver's side. And then some of the older models, they're gonna have a flat panel underneath, and we've got a separate video for that if you need it. But in either case, whatever air filter you have, go ahead and remove your cover. And with those clips popped out on these flat style of covers, the bottom just rocks out, and you can pull this out. You can see the tabs that normally hold the bottom in place. And while we're looking at this, take a look at that sealing gasket. Make sure it looks good. If not, get it replaced. So with the cover off, we have access to the air filter, and you can tell roughly what kind of condition the filter is in, but we want to check all the way around and make sure there's no damage. So with the filter, you want to push it back, and then you can pull it straight off. You might have to wiggle that back and forth when you do it. Now to inspect the filter, the first thing I'm looking for is any visible damage to the paper or to the rubber. Make sure there's no holes in it. This one's really looking pretty good. It doesn't look like it's completely packed with dirt. One thing you can do to check is give it a little tap, see how much dirt comes out. And this one's not really terrible. If you're not quite sure if these pleats are packed though, you can hold this up to the light and look inside that filter. And if you see light coming through those pleats, you can probably reuse it for a little while longer. Now, a little side note, if you have a stock filter, it's gonna have a coating to help trap dust, and you're not gonna clean those out, you just replace them. But if you do have a dry paper filter, those can be blown out and used again if they're still in good condition. Now, even though our air filter doesn't really look that bad, we're gonna throw a new one in just for cheap insurance. And before we do that, we wanna make sure the air box and the lid are cleaned out. So we're gonna use a rag and some contact cleaner to do that. And the most important place to take a look at is right where that air filter seals, and make sure that's clean. Now this next step is optional, you don't have to do it, but I'm gonna take a little dab of grease and just put a light film around this lip just to make sure I have a really good seal. And that becomes more important if you don't service your air filter frequently. And just make sure that you don't have any oil or gas on the paper itself. But right there is just fine. So from here we can reinstall this, put it in the air box, and make sure you get this on the lip and pressed all the way on until it seats. So that's looking really good right there. Now for the lid, I know there's several different styles, but you want to make sure it's all lined up correctly. So on ours, we need to make sure these tabs on the bottom sit fully down in the grooves. This back piece is going to help hold the air filter in place, and then we can rock this thing closed. And with that fully seated, we can reinstall the clips. And then from here, we can go ahead and close the cargo bed. So that's it for inspecting and replacing the air filter on your late model Polaris Ranger 1000. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comments. If you need a new filter, you can find that stuff on our website. Just click the link in the description below. We offer free shipping on orders over $75. So take advantage of that. And if this video helped you out, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.